Tether, a well-known player in the cryptocurrency space, has made waves recently by accumulating 116 tons of gold. This significant positioning has established Tether as the largest non-sovereign buyer of gold, underscoring its emerging influence in the market. The research from Jefferies highlights Tether's rapid purchases and the regulatory challenges it faces. Following their insights, Jefferies raised their forecast for gold prices, predicting it could rise to $6,571 per ounce. It appears that Tether has embarked on a broader strategy focusing on tokenized physical gold as a new settlement and value storage instrument. This movement suggests a shift in how assets are viewed in the digital age, particularly gold, which has traditionally been a store of value for centuries. In the coming discussions, Jefferies will delve deeper into the implications of Tether's gold holdings and what they mean for the future of the gold market. As we explore the findings of Jefferies' research, we can see the scale and intention behind Tether's accumulation of gold. Their report evaluates not just the amount of gold Tether is acquiring, but the strategy behind these acquisitions, which could have far-reaching effects on supply and sentiment in the gold market. Jefferies states that Tether's activities are substantial enough to influence both immediate supply and market dynamics. It is noteworthy that Tether's gold reserves place it on par with smaller sovereign nations, such as Korea, Hungary, and Greece, reiterating the seriousness with which Tether is approaching its gold buying strategy. However, what makes this situation even more intriguing is the pace at which Tether is acquiring gold. In the past quarter alone, Tether's purchases accounted for nearly 2% of total global gold demand, as well as about 12% of all gold purchased by central banks during that same period. This level of activity indicates that Tether is not only entering the gold market, but is actively shaping it. This aggressive buying is likely to tighten short-term supply and alter investor sentiment concerning gold. The recent tightening of supply conditions can be partly attributed to Tether's activities, signaling a shift in market dynamics. As Tether aims to secure around 100 tons of gold in 2025, it reinforces the notion that strong profitability from its stablecoin operations supports this ambitious target. Yet, underlying these ambitious plans are regulatory hurdles that present a complex backdrop to Tether's gold accumulation. The U.S. Genius Act establishes strict regulations preventing stablecoin issuers from using gold as a reserve asset. This regulation creates a dichotomy for Tether, as it must separate the gold it holds as a balance sheet asset from the gold reserves that meet U.S. regulatory standards. This discordance hints at a larger strategic intent. Tether is preparing for a future where tokenized bullion could play a pivotal role in the investing landscape. The operational challenges associated with physical gold ownership create difficulties for retail investors. Issues such as storage and insurance costs, minimum size constraints for exchange-traded funds, and cumbersome settlement processes for traditional investment vehicles can deter individuals from investing directly in gold. Here lies the opportunity for Tether and its XAUT token, which represents 1 troy ounce of gold per unit. The XAUT token is positioned to provide a more accessible and cost-effective medium for retail investors to partake in the gold market. Jefferies observes that the total number of XAUT tokens in circulation has roughly doubled over the past 6 months, signaling a growing acceptance and demand for this tokenized gold. The increased issuance of XAUT tokens has been notable, occurring in large increments, which raises important considerations about the market's dynamics and the potential tracking errors that could arise. This issuance pattern suggests a potential disconnect with physical purchases, as many of these large blocks need to be connected to actual bullion transactions. Consequently, Jefferies estimates that Tether has added over 275,000 ounces of gold to its XAUT reserves recently, with a total value approaching 1.1 billion USD. Moreover, it is essential to recognize that not every new issuance of XAUT token corresponds to a direct purchase of new gold. Some tokens may derive their backend from gold already held within Tether's ecosystem, indicating a strategic internal reuse of assets. However, Jeffries notes that the current block trade strategy employed by Tether resembles an inefficient structure when viewed through the lens of on chain activity. The traders recently hired by Tether are presumably tasked with addressing these inefficiencies to enhance the operational aspects of this strategy. In conclusion, Jeffries identifies several key points regarding Tether's gold purchasing activities. Firstly, Tether's aggressive accumulation of gold has contributed to tightening short term supply conditions and boosting market sentiment towards gold assets. Secondly, Tether's long term vision may involve promoting a gold backed crypto medium of exchange that challenges existing perceptions and operations within the financial ecosystem. The strategic implications of Tether's activities extend beyond its immediate goals, potentially leading to a broader acceptance of tokenized gold and encouraging retail participation in what has traditionally been seen as a challenging market to access. As Tether continues to build its gold inventory, the intersection of cryptocurrency and traditional commodities like gold could redefine the landscape for investors, establishing new pathways for value storage and transactional efficiency in the evolving digital economy.